Well, the sun is down and we are still enjoying not only a beautiful evening, but you can see the colors in the clouds, the high cloudiness that's spilling across our skies at this hour. And I think those high clouds will likely generate a pretty sunrise on Friday. Temperatures at this hour in the upper 70s, so it's still warm. And it was another warm day, another 80-degree day in the area, topping out at 82 officially in Springfield. So we've seen a string of 80-degree highs going back to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But when we look at the month of October, we can see a lot of days we hit 80 degrees. In fact, this is our 10th day this month to hit 80 degrees in Springfield. So with that, it being October, average highs this time of the year have fallen to 70 degrees. Yeah, temperatures are running way above normal. In fact, when you add up all the numbers and you average everything out, we're running 8 degrees above normal here as of mid-month. Joplin is running 9 degrees above normal, and we're also dry. We've had some rain here in Springfield, a little shy of ½ an inch, but we're still looking at amounts running over an inch below normal, again, as of mid-month. But there's rain in the forecast, at least for Saturday. Looking at the pattern, where are these high clouds coming from? Well, we've got a little system here in Texas, and that system is going to continue to make its way north around that ridge of high pressure that is shifting off to the southeast. So that cloud maker will keep skies, I think, partly cloudy overnight tonight and into Friday morning before the clouds thin out. Also, looking ahead to Saturday, we've got a storm that's lifting out right now out of the western U.S., but there's going to be some upper level energy hanging back in the southwest, and that is the weekend wild card, because I think the risk of severe weather really revolves around the timing of thunderstorms on Saturday, and that revolves around how fast that upper level energy can move out. First, let's talk about the short-term forecast. Tonight, quiet, partly cloudy skies, temperatures remaining a little more elevated as a result. And then for tomorrow, we'll find partly sunny skies in the morning with the clouds thinning out during the afternoon. Temperatures tonight drop to about 62 for a low. Highs tomorrow should make it up to about 83 or 84, and winds will again be breezy. Now looking ahead to Saturday, that weekend wild card, I talked about timing. Well, depending on how fast the storm moves out of the southwest will have bearing, I think, on the likelihood of storms Saturday morning. If that pocket of upper level energy moves out faster, we will likely have rain and thunder to start the day Saturday that will continue throughout the morning hours into the afternoon. If that pocket of upper level energy is slower moving out of the southwest, then we probably won't see much in the way of wet weather in the morning on Saturday. That allows the atmosphere to destabilize, and that leads to a higher risk of severe weather. Again, there are two camps. A lot of the guidance now, though, is leaning toward a faster solution, or one where we see rain to start the day on Saturday, and that again would lower our overall risk of severe weather. This may be what it looks like as we start the day Saturday, with wet weather across southwest Missouri back into northeast Oklahoma that quickly spreads east and southeast, and that would work over the atmosphere. And the risk of showers would probably persist into the afternoon, but should shift east out of the area pretty quickly early Saturday evening. That would be the best case scenario. Again, if we don't have that round of rain in the morning and the atmosphere destabilizes, then that would lead to a higher risk of severe weather, because the wind energy is going to be there to organize severe storms. Also, with the wet weather moving through, some beneficial rainfall. Many locations picking up at least ½ an inch of rain, and all locations will be dealing with some cooler temperatures on Sunday. In fact, it looks like highs in the 60s after lows in the 40s. This would be our first round of widespread lows in the 40s this fall season in our area. And it looks like we're going to see a lot more of that going into next week as we have multiple cold fronts over the next 7 days, Mike, that will keep our temperature pattern a lot more fall-like through next week.
Yeah, yikes. Tuesday overnight 43, not quite 30s, but we're getting there. All right, thanks, Jamie.